This next Easter egg has fans buzzing with excitement. During Hector Ayala's trial, Matt Murdock reveals a list of people that the White Tiger has saved, including several police officers. One of those names is Officer Morales, which could be a sneaky reference to Miles Morales' father, Jeff Morales, who is a police officer in the comics. This is a particularly exciting Easter egg, as it suggests that Miles Morales might exist in this corner of the MCU, potentially setting the stage for a future crossover. Could we see Spider-Man and Daredevil team up one day? Only time will tell. This episode is filled with references to the Punisher, and they all point to something big going down in Hell's Kitchen. First, we see a mural with the Punisher's iconic skull logo and the word "Triggered" spray painted underneath it. Then, things take a dark turn when White Tiger is gunned down by someone with a Punisher skull tattoo. It seems likely that these corrupt cops are somehow connected to Frank Castle, or at the very least are using his symbol to instill fear and further their own agenda. This definitely raises the question, will we see the Punisher himself make an appearance in Born Again? This subtle parallel between Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk might have slipped past you, but it's a powerful visual that speaks volumes about their characters. Both men are shown with busted knuckles in this episode. This highlights the physical toll that their respective battles take on them, even though they fight in very different ways. Matt, as Daredevil, engages in brutal hand-to-hand combat, while Fisk uses his power and influence to manipulate and control those around him. It's a visual reminder that both men are engaged in a constant struggle, with their bodies bearing the scars of their conflicts. Interestingly, the directors of the show have spoken about how they use action sequences to tell a story. They want the action to have meaning and to reflect the characters' journeys. This episode draws inspiration from a controversial storyline in the Daredevil comics called Out, where Matt's identity as Daredevil is revealed to the public. In the show, Matt reveals Hector Ayala's secret identity as the White Tiger in court. While the show doesn't follow the comic book storyline exactly, it does raise the question, could Matt's own identity be exposed in Born Again? This would have massive consequences for Matt and those he cares about, and it would definitely shake things up in Hell's Kitchen. The death of Foggy Nelson in the first episode of Born Again shocked viewers, but some fans have a theory. Foggy might have faked his own death. In the comics, Foggy's death was faked to protect him from dangerous criminals. Could something similar be happening in the show? Foggy has always been concerned about Matt's safety and has tried to convince him to give up his life as Daredevil. Perhaps faking his own death is Foggy's drastic way of forcing Matt to retire from crime fighting. It's a wild theory, but it would be a huge twist if it turned out to be true.